What's up, Horror Game Awards 2023? I am privileged to be here giving you my nomination for Horror Game of the Year. Now, I have to give a little disclaimer here. I haven't actually finished this game, so do not write me out for this, but I feel like I've played enough of this game to make a judgment on making it my Horror Game of the Year, and that is Alan Wake 2. I've been dreaming of this game for 13 years now, since the original. Absolutely loved it. It contains all of the things I love, all the IPs, just little parts of it: Twin Peaks, True Detective, Hannibal, and Stephen King. So as you can tell, I'm probably a bit of a horror nerd, but this game was just like my most anticipated game for such a long time. The story follows dual protagonists this time. We have Saga Anderson and the missing writer Alan Wake, and we're filling in the gaps of what's happened in these 13 years since the original game. And we jump into it with Saga's character, where she's picking up the pieces as if you were a new player who's not played the first one, and you get to see the story without all the pieces from the original game and the DLC. And then we have Alan's story, where he's figuring out what to do in this dark place and how they can hold back the presence of the darkness. Firstly, I've got to mention just the spectacle in this game, the visuals, the creativity, the colors. Everything in this game has just blown me away. Remedy Entertainment do a great job of just portraying these different stylish ways of portraying a story, and they've just knocked it out of the park with this one, with live action cutscenes with characters spliced into gameplay. The way they just portray different colors and the assets in this game are just incredible. I find myself stopping and staring and looking at every little piece of graffiti, looking at all the advertisements, and just getting every little detail, just because I'm into this world so much. I might be biased because I am such a big fan of the original game, but every little Easter egg just makes me like grin from ear to ear. You get the drab, misty Twin Peaks look of Bright Falls, and then we go to the dark place, which is just this neon, surreal landscape, which is just filled with all these little details from Alan's mind. And it's one of those things. It's a feast for the eyes for people who love this, and for newcomers, it's just a glorious look at just the inside mind of all this craziness that's going on, and just the way they've encapsulated it and interwoven these two characters' stories. There's so much for you to gather from this game. You can delve into the story as much as you want by going into the case boards and the plot boards of the characters to get all the little details and put the case together for yourself, which is also a great thing about this game, is figuring out the mystery as it's happening. Because as someone who's a huge fan of the original game, I have no idea what's going on up to the point where I'm up to, but I'm looking forward to finding out that conclusion. And just so far from what I've already played, I'm so digging it. I'm digging the score, I'm digging the visuals, I'm digging the Easter eggs, I'm digging just the way we're enveloping this story that happened 13 years ago and just bringing it forward, much like we saw with Twin Peaks, if you've ever seen it. Alan Wake 2 has stepped more into the survival horror genre this time, which is absolutely fantastic for me. We're reminding more of the gameplay of something like Resident Evil 2 Remake, where we're looking for items and resources and ammo management, which you're going to need to do. I've not played it on the most difficult setting, but I find I'm definitely trying to figure out when I need to use my batteries, who I need to kill, and who I can escape from. So it all adds to the atmosphere of the game of trying to figure out, what should I do? How can I get out of this situation? Or should I just waste my ammo and just blow this thing's head off? These are literally just a few of the many things that I've seen throughout this game so far. In the runtime I've played of it, there's so much more for me to explore, and I'm going to enjoy pretty much all of it I can imagine. So this is my award nomination for Horror Game of the Year. There's been so many great horror games this year. A lot of them I haven't had a chance to get around to, but from the ones I have played, I mean, this one steps to the top. So thanks for having me, guys, and I will see you again sometime soon.